Hi, I'd like to give you an update on the development of Welthee's ecosystem and of course about listing. We had quite a bit of delay, and the main reason of the delay is the lack of funding. It was a difficult year, but we do have good news to share with you. We have secured the funding so that we can list the tokens. I'm going to announce in this video later on the listing, but it is very important for you to understand how Welthee works, how our ecosystem works, because we do have a dual token economy. So we have the Welthee token that was first created, and the Welthee token is used primarily in three different areas. First of all, membership. Anyone who will want to invest in the future with variable risk will need to have the Welthee token. If they don't have it, they will buy it from the selling pools, which will be an automatic system. Secondly, we will use our Welthee token for governance. In the future, we will transition from having a company that owns Welthee to a DAO system, a decentralized autonomous organizations, and most of the decisions in the DAO system will be taken through the Welthee token. The Welthee token will be used for governance, for voting, for making the big decisions. So all those who are interested to be a part of to have a significant part in the decision-making process will have to have Welthee token. Thirdly, we have recently added another feature where Welthee will be used for farming, and I'll explain a little bit later on more aspects of the farming, but basically you will be able to have passive income by putting Welthee into a farming mechanism. Now, it is important to understand that Welthee token is even much better than a stable coin. The price of the Welthee token is stable, and it will go only up based on the number of investors in our ecosystem. Now, we have a second token, which is called Multiplier. We recently made the decision on the name of the token, so it is called the Multiplier, and the idea is that we want this token to help multiply your wealth. So the Multiplier token is going to be used for investing, primarily for investing with a variable risk in the portfolios. There will be liquidity pools with the tokens that will be presented or will be included in our ecosystem for investing. And this will be mandatory. You don't necessarily have to get it separately. In the moment when you invest, automatically those tokens will be purchased from the liquidity pools. But again, it will be used for investing with variable risk, which will be our main thing into Welthee. Secondly, it will be used to invest in the treasury. The treasury is basically the fund that will take the risk for those who don't want any risk, but people will be able to invest into our treasury through the Multiplier token. Thirdly, it will be used for staking. Fourthly, for farming. And also the Multiplier token will be used for rewards in the Multipliers Club. And I will mention in a few seconds what the Multipliers Club is. Now, this token Multiplier will be listed on the external exchanges, and the price of the token will be volatile. We many times said that in Welthee we want to solve two big problems, and one problem is the volatility. Yes, people will be able to invest even with zero risk. Now, Multiplier token will play a huge role, and our treasury will play a huge role so that people will be able to invest even with zero risk. But this token will be volatile. And we don't necessarily care that much how much it will go up and down. Why? Because we have one token that is stable. So that the price of the Welthee token it will be stable, and it will go only up. So that's how our ecosystem works, and each one can decide where they want to invest. Of course, our advice is to have Welthee as much as possible, because Welthee it will have a stable price. Now, as I mentioned a bit earlier, the idea of the Multiplier Club. Multiplier Club is an investment club. Several times in the past, our application has been blocked, or we were not able to update the application in the App Store. Many times our ads were restricted because there is more and more requirements for having licenses in every jurisdictions where you show the ads and where you are. And of course, we are getting those licenses. We already have one, and we'll get more licenses in the future. Also a lot more of our users, we got the feedback that they want more education. So we decided to create an educational club, an investment club which is focused primarily on education. But the idea is that with this club we'll be able to advertise a lot more, because we will not say in our advertisement anything about crypto. It's more about investments. And of course, after they come into our club, we'll share with them, well, here is our tool, here is our wallet, here is Welthee, how you can multiply basically your wealth. So part of the rewards in the Multiplier Club will be in Multiplier Token. And so people will have to go download their wallet, and they will learn how to use Welthee. And we will give you a lot more details in future videos and future emails. Not in the next couple of weeks, you will receive more details from us for sure in emails about the Multiplier Club and about how you can be part of that. Now, I want to address the selling of wealth. I know that many investors have been very patient and invested in wealth, and I really appreciate this. And I'd like to share with you how you will be able to sell your wealth token. And there are several ways how you will be able to sell the wealth token. First, selling pools. And I know that we have talked about them in the past, and many are asking why they are not yet ready. And I'd like to address two issues here. The first issue is lack of funds. We didn't have the funds to finalize the technical implementation and the audit, to finalize the audit. But there is another reason. We had quite a bit of pushback from a lot of investors on the idea to have several layers. We said we'll have several price points where you can sell your wealth. And after this pushback from a lot of investors, we are reconsidering the idea to have multiple levels to having only one level, which is 0.6 now. And as more users will come, the price will go up. Now, but we will implement the sell pools. So the one way to get out of wealth, to sell your wealth, will be through the selling pool. The second way to sell your wealth will be basically through a swap mechanism with Multiplier. 15% of the Multiplier's tokens that will be listed on the exchanges will be used for a swap mechanism which will be implemented, and in the next 12 months after the listing, there will be on monthly basis a certain quantity of Multiplier that will be available for this swap mechanism. Then the third reason you'll be able to sell your wealth, it will be also through some funds that will come from the farming that we are implementing in our ecosystem. So there will be funds coming from different directions, or the swap mechanism that will be available for you to be able to sell your wealth and be able to get USDC, and then those funds can be transferred into your bank account if you wish so, or into a card that you will be able to go to get the funds from ATMs. But we will give you more details as we come closer to the date when these mechanisms will be in place. But my advice is, do not sell your wealth. Why? Because I believe the price will go up, and as I said, wealth, I think it's much better than even a stable coin. Now, I'd like to give you details about the listing. This decision, it is extremely important. And in the past, we have delayed the listing because of some of the reasons. I remember the first time when we delayed the listing, it was because some investors came to me and I said, please do not list the token now. The market conditions are not right. But now it seems like the market conditions are getting right. So we looked at the market conditions. The good news is that, as you see, with Bitcoin was down to 17,000 or so, and now is going up quite a bit. Bitcoin halving is next year in April, and a lot of investors are expecting that we will go into a bull market. So because of the market condition, I think it is a good time for us to have the listing of the Welthee token next year. Also, we've discussed with our technical team, and we wanted to make sure that we get all the feedback from them to make the decisions together with them. We've discussed quite a bit with quite a few of our investors. And after all these discussions, and especially also discussing with our marketing team, we have a partnership with a good marketing company in the UK. They told us several times that we should allow, after the funding comes, 2 months to be able to bring a lot of users in our ecosystem. So we made the decision that the token will be listed no later than March 15. So it will not be on March 15, it will be no later than March 15. It will be a bit sooner than that, I believe. So that's the date when our listing of Multiplier token will be on the exchanges. Now, of course, I know that many of you have questions about the other tokens that are in our ecosystem: Supercoin, Rift1, Sportain, Doghit, and quite a few of you have invested in these projects. And we started very concrete discussion with these projects, and we will announce very concrete plans on each one of them. And there will be some changes with some of these projects, but I believe it will be exciting changes with them. We wanted very much with the Sportain token to be launched this November and December. Unfortunately, also because of the lack of funding, we were not able to do it. But we, as I said, we are discussing with each one of them, and before our token will be launched, there will be concrete plans and concrete steps, not only plans, but steps, advancement on all these projects. And we already have quite a few that I cannot release publicly, but there are exciting plans with several of these projects that will be implemented before March 15. So this is the update that I have. Again, thank you so much for your patience. I know that we had delays. I strongly believe there will be no more delays now, because we have secured the funding to be able to list the tokens. And I would like to invite you to continue to share about Welthee and support Welthee, because as you will share and the positive news will spread, we believe we will attract more users, because we are getting very close to having our ecosystem fully working, fully functioning, and to see a lot of people benefiting from passive income and for investing with very low risk. Thank you very much.